Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers. Welcome back. Right now we have with us our distinguished guest, National Meet Sahib, Germany, and also Missionary in Charge Sahib, Germany, Hadar Izafi Sahib. It's an honor to have you here. Dear viewers, we have to grasp this chance and ask our distinguished guests some questions concerning this blessed event, the Jalsa Salana. Meet Sahib, would you kindly express your feelings about the Jalsa and give us a scope about the future? How could the Jalsa look like a few years later from the organizational point of view, maybe?
I mean, it is an excellent time to make an interview with us, all of us, I think, because now, I mean, the main work is done and we are relaxed and we are happy and we feel charged, I mean, with the happiness which we have seen in the eyes of our Master, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih, may Allah strengthen his hand. So, I mean, in a way, I mean, first of all, we have to express our thankfulness to God Almighty, who arranged everything and who covered our faults. Of course, when you ask for the future, we have to see that we had this year the first talk that, I mean, in due course, I mean, the Jalsa Salana will be mentioned, for example, in the Tagesschau as well, because a number of Ahmadis now, they are in the media, and many people have come to know, and a number of important people have come to know that this Jalsa Salana is the biggest regular Muslim event in Germany with 30,000, I mean, participants. Yeah? So it is worth mentioning about it.
Yes.
Of course, we are mentioned in the Landeszentrale, also im Südwestrundfunk wurden wir, also im Fernsehen wurde also über dieses Ereignis berichtet. And they reported about this event. But on the national TV, I mean, it has to come. I think God has always arranged things for us in such a way that we came in the real public first when we were ready for it. Yeah? I still see enough faults and difficulties, yeah, which we have to cover, yeah? Where we have to improve. And then, of course, I mean, like you have a Kirchentag, yeah, of the Catholic Church, like you have a Kirchentag of the Protestant Church, you will have, I mean, the Jalsa Salana as an event of the oldest Islamic organization in Germany. And of course, then, I mean, we will, inshallah, choose between the politicians which we want to have, yeah, because they want to be there, I mean, to get into the picture.
Yes, of course.
I mean, God Almighty will arrange things in such a way for us, inshallah, so we will be ready for it, and we have to prepare every year. We have to make things better. We have not to be satisfied with what we see. I mean, more people will come. We had today Mubarak Nazir Sahib from Canada. He expressed, I mean, his feelings about in 45, when I was even not born, you know, I mean, how things happened in Ghana. I mean, you know, the post office was something very important, because this was the only way, I mean, to come to know how things look in the world. In the moment we have an atmosphere where through media, which through MTA and the boys and youngsters, I mean, who make things happen in YouTube channels, in Twitter, in all these media channels, many people come to know about us, I mean, which we could not reach before. And there are platforms which even the elders of us, even we don't know. So the future is bright, inshallah, for us. So we should struggle, because if we not struggle, then the future will be not good.
Of course, of course. Jazakumullah National Meet Sahib. Now we would ask Imam Sahib a couple of questions.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Imam Sahib. जलसे के इख्तिताम के बाद अब वो तमाम इंतज़ामात जो आपके शोबे के ज़ेर इंतज़ाम थे, अफसर जलसा गाह के ज़ेर इंतज़ाम होते हैं, उनका एक जायज़ा लेने का वक्त है। एक मकसद जो हज़रत मसीह मौऊद अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ने जलसे का फरमाया था कि मारफ़ सुनाने का शगल रहेगा, और उसमें ये मुराद थी कि लोग जो हैं यहाँ पे आके तकारीर सुनेंगे और जमात के मुतालिक इल्म हासिल करेंगे। आपका इसके बारे में क्या ख्याल है कि जो खिताबात हैं उसके मुतालिक लोगों के तासरात जो हैं उसके बारे में हमें कुछ बताएंगे?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। الحمدللہ کہ جو پروگرام اس دفعہ بنایا گیا تھا اور جس طرح مقررین نے اپنی تقاریر کو تیار کیا وہ جلسے کی غرض کو پورا کرنے والی تھیں، اور سب سے پہلی تقریر ہی جو تعلق باللہ کے عنوان پر تھی تو بہت عالمانہ تقریر تھی. اللہ تعالیٰ کے فضل سے اس کو بہت لوگوں نے اپریشیٹ کیا اور ان کا انداز بھی بہت پیارا تھا اور پھر وہ معلومات سے پر بھی تھی. اس کے علاوہ بھی باقی تقاریر جو ہیں اللہ تعالیٰ کے فضل سے وہ اچھی تھیں، اور اس کو میں کیا کہوں، ایک لحاظ سے تو میں نہیں ذکر کرنا چاہتا تھا، لیکن اس نقطہ نظر سے کہ آپ نے پوچھا کہ تقاریر کیسی تھیں، تو خود حضرت امیر المومنین اید اللہ تعالیٰ بنصر العزیز نے میری تقریر کے متعلق جو کہ خلافت احمدیہ کی اقوال میں عالم کے لیے رہنمائی کے عنوان پر تھی، تو یہی فرمایا تھا کہ آپ کی تقریر اچھی ہو گئی، تو خود حضور نے اس کو پسند فرمایا ہے. تو اس لحاظ سے میں کہہ سکتا ہوں کہ بہرحال اس کی اپریسیشن ہوئی ہے. اور جلسہ کے اختتام پر اگر دیکھا جائے، جو ہی جلسہ ختم ہوا ہے تو جلسہ گاہ کے خاص طور پر جو پروگرام ہو رہے تھے ان میں ہم نے پچھلے سال سے بہتری پیدا کی ہے، خاص طور پر جو ساؤنڈ سسٹم ہے، اور ہم نے یہی ارادہ کیا ہے کہ ہم نے انشاءاللہ العزیز آئندہ اس سے زیادہ ترقی کرنی ہے اور بہتری کرنی ہے، پیچھے نہیں ہٹنا، قدم ہمارا پیچھے نہیں ہٹنا چاہیے. تو یہی ارادہ لے کر ہم انشاءاللہ آئندہ جلسوں میں شامل ہوں گے. تو حضور نے جو ہی جلسہ ختم ہوا تو امیر صاحب سے مخاطب ہو کر فرمایا مبارک ہو. تو حضور کی جو زبان مبارک سے یہ الفاظ جو نکلنے ہیں یہ ہمارے لیے بہت خوشی کا موسم ہے. اور یہ سنتے ہی اب اس کے بعد جیسا کہ آپ نے ذکر کی ہے اختتام ہو گیا ہے، تو ہم وائنڈ اپ میں لگے ہوئے ہیں. ساری ٹیموں کو میں نے اس کے بعد وزٹ کیا ہے، ان کا شکریہ ادا کیا ہے، اور ساتھ بہرحال یہی کہا ہے کہ آئندہ جو 2-3 دن ہمارے ڈسپوزل پر ہیں ان میں اچھی طرح چیزوں کو سمیٹ لیا جائے، محفوظ کر لیا جائے تاکہ یہ آئندہ سال بھی کام آ سکے.
جی
Jazakallah. Amir Sahib, we've talked about the progress, that it is an obligation of every Muslim to proceed and go further. And what actually do you already had, you certainly have something in mind from the organizational point of view, things that are already in a very good level. Do you have any feedback from our guests that you want to share with us, especially concerning this new place, the Cultural Exhibition Center?
I mean, this new place is really marvelous. I mean, it is a blessing by God Almighty, but at the same time it is a big challenge. Yeah? It's a big challenge because hardly you have comparison for these huge halls, you know, how to put them proper with the loudspeaker system in a shape that it is, understandable. Because, you know, we have a special atmosphere. We have speakers who speak slowly, not loud, and it has to be, the voice has to reach all corners of the hall. When we review, for example, when the Pope is speaking in front of 200, 300,000, people, in front of 1 million people, it's always in the open air. There you have no echo problems. Our functions before taking place in tents, you have no echo problems because the tent is leaving the sound going through. Yeah, so it is really a challenge. I think we have mastered it. This time much better than the last year. Hazur was quite satisfied too. And in the end, of course, I mean, you have an atmosphere in the hall which is, I mean, outstanding. Yeah, this you even have not in a tent. Yeah, and I have seen Hazur enjoying the last moments of the Jalsa Salana. I mean, too much. But on the other hand, I think we can only progress when we feel always not completely satisfied. Yeah, I mean. I've seen so many faults, but thanks God, I mean, the guests expressed always their happiness, they enjoyed it, they gave us Mubarak for the organizational setup. Everything was fine, but of course, our job is to see where we can improve.
Yes.
We have seen a lot what we can improve, and every department gets better, the other is, I mean, less. For example, there was a great challenge, I mean, to our National Secretary Waqf now, who is arranging the last setting with the songs, with the I mean, the picture was looking very nice. This we have now, I mean, under control. But the sound, the problem was, the sound was so loud. I mean, the people, the crowd, that the singers could not listen themselves. So I mean, for them, I mean, to find, I mean, the right tone, it was difficult. Yeah. Anyhow, I mean, now we know how to improve in the next year. We are looking forward, I mean, now for Jalsa Salana UK, I think, and Jalsa Salana America, Canada, many things to enjoy this year.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, dear viewers, we have prepared for you another report, this time about the expressions through video messages.